Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys ready to get this one going. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of the Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Tampa. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
37-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Again, it's Henderson. And a 42-yard line here and brought down there.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Falcons
on first down, it's Henderson. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Second down and 4.
A 6-yard pitch.
Straight ahead, Henderson. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. They need 2. Here's third down. They'll try to run for it with Henderson. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Falcons first.
Running left is Henderson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to second and 15. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's third and a yard.
Brings up third and a yard.
Henderson will try and run for the first. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Ethan Evans on down to punt. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. So here are the Bucs backed up to start their initial drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you've really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Across the formation, he hits Austin. This now a third and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it third and 4.
Operating from the gun, Presley. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Here's second and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
They run once more with Henderson. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
At the 43-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play.
third down. Here's Henderson. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
First down. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Atlanta.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Now it's Haas left side with Henderson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Third and 8.
Here's Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Falcons, first down. First and goal.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. Prescott now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
10 at the 46-yard line.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
That's good for a first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Stevenson. They'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there, but couldn't get much further. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Room to maneuver at the 35. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the draw is Stevenson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Presley connects with Kittle underneath. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
Back to throw. Presley. He'll try and do this himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A first red zone chance of the new season now as they come up 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Operating from the gun, Presley. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Presley. That's to the pylon, incomplete. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Right. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing, Prescott. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.